Vivien Theodore Thomas was born in 1910. He grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. As a young boy, Vivien dreamed of becoming a doctor. He saw racial injustice around him. It made him want to help his community. He worked hard in school and saved for college. Sadly, the Great Depression hit. Vivien lost his college savings. He had to find work to support his family. In 1930, he took a job as a surgical assistant. It was at Vanderbilt University with Dr. Alfred Blalock. Little did he know this job would change his life. He learned quickly, mastering surgical techniques and research. Dr. Blalock recognized Vivien's talent. He gave Vivien more responsibility in the lab. Vivien's skill with his hands was remarkable. He could perform delicate surgical procedures on animals. He even helped to develop new techniques. Despite his abilities, Vivien faced the harsh reality of segregation. He was classified as a janitor. His salary reflected this injustice. But Vivien persevered. He was driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to improve people's lives. In 1941, Dr. Blalock moved to Johns Hopkins Hospital. He asked Vivien to join him. Vivien was hesitant at first. He was worried about facing even worse racism in Baltimore. But Dr. Blalock valued Vivien's skills. He promised Vivien better pay and opportunities. At Johns Hopkins, Vivien's work focused on surgical shock and blue babies. These babies had a congenital heart defect. The defect prevented their blood from getting enough oxygen. Vivien's carpentry skills became unexpectedly valuable. He built the tools and devices needed for the complex surgeries. This innovation saved the lives of blue babies. Vivien trained generations of surgeons. They marveled at his technical skills and surgical insights. Despite his contributions, Vivien was never given an official title at Johns Hopkins for many years. He was simply known as Mr. Thomas to most. However, Vivien continued his work, committed to advancing the field of surgery. Vivien's lack of formal education never hindered his pursuit of knowledge. He was a voracious reader. He devoured medical textbooks and journals. He possessed a keen intellect. He could explain complex medical procedures with clarity. His true genius lay in his ability to innovate. He could visualize surgical problems in 3 dimensions. This skill allowed him to develop groundbreaking techniques. He was particularly adept at creating surgical instruments. He often crafted them from everyday materials. His most famous invention was a modified Potts clamp. This clamp became essential in the Blalock-Taussig shunt procedure. This procedure treated blue babies. The clamp prevented blood vessels from being damaged during surgery. Despite his ingenuity, Vivien faced constant prejudice. He was often mistaken for a janitor or orderly. He was excluded from meetings. His contributions were often minimized. Yet he persevered with dignity and grace. He knew that his work had the potential to save lives. That was all that mattered. Before the 1940s, blue baby syndrome was a virtual death sentence. Infants born with this heart defect rarely lived past their first birthday. Dr. Helen Taussig approached Dr. Blalock with a revolutionary idea. Could a surgical procedure correct this defect? Dr. Blalock turned to Vivien. They had previously worked on a similar procedure in dogs. Vivien meticulously recreated the procedure on canine models. He refined the surgical techniques. He also designed specialized instruments for the delicate operation. In 1944, the first Blalock-Taussig shunt was performed on a human. Vivien guided Dr. Blalock through every step. The surgery was a success. The blue baby's skin turned a healthy pink. News of this miracle spread like wildfire. It revolutionized the field of cardiac surgery. Vivien's pivotal role was largely hidden from the public. He was relegated to the background. The medical establishment was not ready to acknowledge the contributions of a black man. However, the surgeons he trained knew the truth. They recognized Vivien as a true pioneer. For years, Vivien Thomas's contributions were minimized or ignored. He was not included in research papers. His name was often left out of presentations. It wasn't until the late 1970s that he began to receive the recognition he deserved. In 1976, Johns Hopkins University finally acknowledged his immense contributions. They granted him an honorary doctorate. It was a long overdue honor. They also named a building after him. He was celebrated as a hero of medicine. Vivien Thomas's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. He overcame incredible obstacles to make groundbreaking contributions to medicine. His story is also a stark reminder of the systemic racism that has excluded countless talented individuals from science and medicine. Vivien Thomas died in 1985. He left behind an incredible legacy. His story continues to inspire young people today. His life reminds us that brilliance can be found in unexpected places. It also reminds us to fight for equality and justice for all.